All right, you're welcome back. Thanks for joining us. If you're just joining us, we have an entertainment, an icon, someone who I don't know, probably the biggest fan you probably would ever meet. I mean, I watched you through the years. Ayo Adesanya, thanks for being here. I'm very honored to have you here in the studio with me. Now, how long have you been acting for? Let's start with that. So people understand what I mean.
Ebuka, thank you very much. I'm a big fan as well, a huge one. I have been acting for, should be 22 years now.
Wow.
Yes.
How old is Nollywood? Exactly. So my point is, you're one of those who started, what we are witnessing now, and you've been in so many movies over the years. How's the journey been for you?
Whoa, a big one. Journey has been so far so good. I must say that. Journey has been here and there, a lot of challenges along the line, but it's been fair. I must confess, yeah. It's been fair. Yes. You
started out with the English movies. Then the Yoruba movie industry was not as popular as it was, okay. And then I noticed I just stopped seeing you in movies anymore. And then one day I realized, oh, this is where she went to. I mean, I'm not Yoruba, so I watch Yoruba movies only with, not as often as I should, okay. With the ones with subtitles and all that. And I realized, oh, that's where you went to. What was the reason for that move?
Well, like you said, I started with English movies, and at a point, I wasn't as active as, I used to, due to certain domestic stuffs. I just left for a bit, okay. And then I came back after 10 years. I was out of the scene for 8-10 years, and I came back. And when I came back, I'd never done any Yoruba film. And when I came back, I realized that a lot of producers in the Yoruba movie industry were like, oh, you need to come and do something here. Yeah. So the push was so loud. And I had to go into, the Yoruba. I'm a Yoruba person, so I speak it fluently. Yeah. But I started with the English. And so I went into the Yoruba. And even now, I do Yoruba, I do English. Tomorrow, I may have a Yoruba script. The after tomorrow, I'll have English. So I generally juggle. Right now, I juggle. Well,
I mean, the good thing is that you're still active and all of that. But what do you say you prefer now? Seeing as your first love was English, was the English movies. Yoruba has obviously been paying the bills now for a while. Okay. And it's a massive industry, the Yoruba movie industry. There's always a movie in the works, I feel like. Yes. Which one do you prefer these days?
The big one. I love both. They're both challenging, if you must ask me. I love both. I love both. I feel Yoruba is kind of very deep. When I mean deep, at times you really have to speak the proverb. You have to, there's certain things I don't even understand that, they have to explain to me, like, this is what we want you to say. Yeah. And eventually, which I do say, and I understand more of the language. And English, well, I don't want to say this, but seriously, when I do the English movies, I think I rake in a little more. You know what I'm talking about?
They pay more.
Yes, they pay more, obviously, seriously. Yeah. They do pay more. So,
there's a bigger audience. Anyway,
yes, there's a big audience. So when I do the English, there's a far reach, it goes everywhere. So I like the two. They give me different kinds of vibes. Yeah. So I
you said you were away for about 10 years. The movie industry you came back to and the one you left and the one you're seeing now. I mean, how impressed are you?
Just like everything, it's a global thing now. It's not like you're in your bedroom and it's the world now. So when you're talking about the world. When I came in freshly, it was just you. We were just in to do, let's just do movies, and then it turned out to be like there's a little publicity here, a little publicity there, and 1 or 2, 3 people knew you then. And then when I left, when I was hibernating, that's what I like to call it, I didn't know, I was watching, but I didn't understand fully what was taking place, But now that I am out, oh, it is massive. Everything has changed.
Just a little more structure at least.
Yes, everything has changed. Are you talking about technicality? Do you want to talk about the reach? In South Africa today, everybody is like, hi, and you're like, where does it know me from? It's so magical, right now.
I just remember, what was the movie you did with, was it Regina Askia?
That
guys
is
were Afro or something?
Most Wanted.
Most Wanted.
Yes, that
I
was
watched
Regina
that movie probably
Askia
20 times.
and
No, that was such
It
it was such a big deal then.
Yes.
Well, you did say something about domestic issues not letting you act, and was that your marriage? Did your husband not let you act? What was the issue?
Okay. Yes, domestic. When I said domestic, I meant, yeah, I was into a kind of a relationship, and yeah, I wasn't
Okay,
acting
so it
as
was a
much
relationship.
as. I would say relationship because I was not married. Really.
Okay.
I just want to clear the air.
Okay.
I wasn't married.
Because we've heard so many things. That's
yeah, I was not married.
to
We were never married,
okay.
but we were together.
So you were living lovers, or?
Yeah, we were together, and we have this child. You know, we have.
Okay. So why didn't you explore marriage as an option?
We were together for quite some time, so it was more like it was a marriage thing. You know, we're living together like, yes, it was, yeah, we're together like, we actually thought it was going to get to that stage, you know. But after a while, it didn't go into that stage just because of one reason or another. We weren't really compatible.
We had rumors of domestic violence. I just wanted to be sure. Because, I mean, I'm not trying to rope you into anything.
I know,
but, I mean, it's important when people speak about these things so that
yes.
people understand
Yes.
that, you know,
Yes.
it happens
Yes.
and you can actually come out of it.
Yes, I can actually talk about it now,
Yes,
you
yes.
know. Initially, when it happened, I couldn't really talk about it because I was kind of like a little ashamed, if you excuse me. Because I was like, I pushed myself into this, and I did not recognize it, you know. But after a while, I realized this was what was happening to me, and I had to get out, which I came out of it, and up to today, I'm grateful I came out when I came out, because probably it would have ended up, you know, really disastrous. And I experienced that. I experienced a little bit of domestic violence. And, but I've been able to, I'm actually over it now because it's been a while now. It's like over 8 years now. So, so yes, I went through that and I came out of that. You just have to recognize that. You have to recognize the fact that you're not being treated well in that union or relationship or friendship or whatever you call it. And just try and move on before it's too late.
How's your child?
Very well. He's a big boy now. Very well. He's in school.
So at least he's out of he's in a safe space?
Very safe.
Are you in touch with your ex? I don't know what to call him now.
Not exactly.
So that ended and that ended?
Well, ended, yes. And I'm trying to keep it safe, you know. That's why ended, yes, for now.
Interesting. Well, we're going to take a quick break. I guess when we come back, we'll find out what you're working on going forward, what movies, what projects, and what should we be looking forward to with the amazing Ayo Adesanya. We'll be right back.